once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Cleveland. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion goes Dobbs. Here's a designed run. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Now a screen set up for Miller. Oh, and he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the handoff, Johnson is running right. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Metcalf, the motion man. They'll go again with Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he'll get forward for a couple. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryerman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Flush to his right. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tua to open with a throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A shotgun snap to Tua. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Cleveland.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Tua. That's complete. It's takedown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 11. From the gun, here's Tua. He has Hyatt complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Trying to run here with Sampson. To the pylon, he's in. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Browns come right back to tie it at 7. Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Faking the give. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They'll look to throw. Taken in by Johnson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Is going to be incomplete, and it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll take this one in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try a jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get hurt. That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On this 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. 3rd down coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive fall there. Works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 3. To the air one more time. This one up top for Dobbs.
I can sit up here all day, Mike. We can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
3rd down and 3.
responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chewing now on first down. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. When you're not, you're not.
First down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And a good run there. Get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
They'll work now on second and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he's into the end zone. What a response! Harold Fannin, touchdown Browns. Off the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. The Browns have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
This one. Up top for Dobbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First down, Steelers.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 60 on the year. Now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will even this score. It's now 21-all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. It's Tagovailoa. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll give it to Sampson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get that out wide to Sampson.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A shotgun snap to Tua. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's got his man. Complete to Dell. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. Back to throw is Tua. Quickly to the outside and complete. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Goodkin trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and down he goes. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, relentless in his pursuit. He forces the big loss and brings up 4th and goal.
Of 30-yard attempt.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Browns will take a 24-21 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets this one up past the 30.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. Past midfield to the 45. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. 1st and 10. They'll run it right here with Miller. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Tua. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's 2. That one caught by Tank Dell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Tua. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Browns, 1st down.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the 1st down before being forced out of bounds.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. He has Hyatt complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Look to throw. There's a short one caught by Fireman. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Toss left side for Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That is pulled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. At this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Sampson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Now Tua. Now Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Tua gonna throw. Will be taken in by Sampson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got Dell for that one. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. That's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Quick throw, taken in.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run. It'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get.
And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
And what a finish this is shaping up to be, Mike. They somehow get the late touchdown with very little time left on the clock. And, of course, now everybody knows what's coming. You've got to have your best 2-point, gotta have it play. You've been working on it all week. Let's see what they got.
Conversion.
Movement.
A shotgun snap for 2. And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Back to throw. Moving to his right. This one up top for Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out. And And we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed one possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Quick throw here is complete. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A run with Sampson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw is Tua. He'll get that out wide to Sampson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of 1.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd down and 9. Here's 2. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's a Browns first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
A give, it's Sampson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
To throw is Tua. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Good throw, out wide, it's caught, and they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to get a leg up in the OT. This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime. So the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Now a first throw here in overtime. We'll swing this out to Johnson, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Metcalf, the motion man. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Myles Garrett, he's in there to drop him, and it leads to fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 11, the big ass, and the defense turns them away. So it's a win for the Browns. This is a close fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. Final kick sails through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine.